Chapter 29: Mystery of Success After Being Effortless. Introduction. Life is a combination of many ups and downs conditions. On going through such conditions in life, sometimes one gets stuck. Then he does not know what to do further. Under such conditions, when there are multiple paths on the way, then he is not able to decide the proper path with his intellect, wisdom, and mental capabilities. He then becomes totally mentally silent, without any thought. He becomes thoughtless. Void and deep vacuum take over his mental background. His mental confusions put him in a state of being effortless. He becomes helpless, both internally and externally. In this state, at one particular moment, mysteriously from an unknown deeper source, glimpses of a very faint picture appear in his conscious mental background and leave a deep impression which becomes a source of light to give him a solution to tackle his unsolved problems in due course. Such a solution gets manifested through an unknown miraculous path. Above, as perceived, has been discussed and explained in multifold ways at the crossroads of life. In most of the cases, one is alone. There is nobody to guide him, particularly at the crossroads of life. Businessman, trader, scientist, professional, student, and even a most experienced man is not able to choose a proper direction at the crossroads of his profession in life. All available data and all types of analysis do not come for his rescue. In critical issues, one tries days together to get a solution with his understanding. Research scientist puts all his efforts to get the proper direction. Professional tries different means to resolve through creative approaches. However, when no effort gets him a solution, he becomes totally helpless in all directions. Effortless stage. At one stage, he exhausts all his efforts. He does not find any more way to try. Then he becomes effortless and does not know what to do. He enters into the realm of discontinuity in the continuity of existence in his life. In the same way, a spiritual aspirant, after decades of efforts for self realization, when he does not succeed, he becomes helpless. He does not know what more he should do. The same happened with Buddha. At one stage, he left all hopes of getting enlightenment after decades of practices. He became helpless and then he became effortless. Finally, he decided to renounce all his practices. Then only he was enlightened. Enlightenment appeared from an unknown mysterious source. Life, in fact, is an unsolved mystery. Discontinuity, an effortless state in continuity. What happens in the effortless state? This has to be scientifically understood. By renouncing all his practices after years of immense efforts, Buddha helplessly entered into the realm of discontinuity, that is, effortless state in the continuity of his life under disgust. He renounced all efforts for enlightenment. He became effortless. He entered into the realm of discontinuity. Discontinuity is a source of divine energy. It is deep void. It is a mysterious space of vacuum. Vacuumed is the stage of relative silence. Its continuation takes to the stage of absolute silence. Here, at this stage, creative divine energy has sprouted in the consciousness that probably was the source of enlightenment to Buddha. Enlightenment. In this state of discontinuity, he was in the state of absolute silence. Without any thought and without any trace of breath, he entered into his deep consciousness, that is, with the self. This rendered to manifest his consciousness. When his manifested consciousness merged fully with cosmic consciousness, then his consciousness and cosmic consciousness became one. he became godlike. It has been well established that cosmos is the source of divine energy. It is the space of intense void and vacuum. Buddha was blessed with enlightenment by the blessings of unknown divine energy existed in the cosmos. Effortless state after full efforts created vacuumed in him. Then only this divine state blessed him with enlightenment. Beyond effortless state, under all such conditions, when all resources are completely exhausted, then one becomes effortless since there remains no other alternative effort and approach to accomplish the desired activity in this manifested world. However, accomplishing of the activity is a must. This remains the only last resort for survival. Then only he looks for help, assistance, and guidance from the unmanifested world through prayers in discontinuity, in void, after abandoning the continuity of all his efforts. This is a complete effortless state. He is then at crossroads with no direction. Then sincere prayer is the only divine alternative left for communication with the unmanifested world. This is possible in discontinuity, in void. There are no other means to approach the unknown force which commands the universe, since that is only omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent universal force, prayer. Prayer is not an art, and nor is it a demand. It is humble submission to omnipotent force, the timeless existence. One's prayer may be accomplished or not. It is basically a wish of sacred force. But in general, being listens to the prayers of a deserving person and accomplishes it. But how will he listen? This has to be clearly perceived. On one hand, it seems to be very hard and difficult, but at the same time, it is the simplest activity without any hassles. Prerequisite for prayer. The basic and fundamental requirement is one must deserve what he is praying to achieve, first deserve and then desire. Then only one must pray after leaving no stone unturned from his side to accomplish the desired activity. It should not be like a beggar praying to become a king. What credentials does he have to be the king? The same way, before praying, one must be clear from the depth of his heart whether he deserves what he wants. If he has exhausted all resources to fulfill it, then his prayer will be the voice of his deep manifested consciousness. Only then it will be the silence voice of his soul. It will be a deep feeling of his heart, and his mind will be certainly annihilated in the voiceless prayer. He is then automatic in the state of discontinuity of the breathing process, in the realm of continuity of existence in life. State of discontinuity in continuity. When he prays to fulfill his inner core desires, he becomes breathless. His mind gets fully covered by deep heart feeling and is annihilated. Then his desire becomes the wish of his soul light. He enters into this situation when he is in the state of discontinuity in the continuity of existence in life. He is then beyond time and space. He is with Almighty. His prayers then are accepted by omnipotent force. Moreover, the heart is more powerful and has much more energy than the mind in subtle matters. While praying in silence, he loses the contact with time. He enters into a timeless zone in discontinuity, in void. Timeless zone is the reign of the being. As one is merged in being, all his prayers are accepted. Only then he gets direction from divine force through a mysterious way to accomplish his desires. Divine source. When one penetrates into the sphere of divine source, that is, being, then he enters into divine unconscious or consciousless zone. The gap or space and variation between his energy and universal sacred energy or force is diminished. He becomes a part of omnipotent force. There remains no illusion or maya, no resistance of any kind, no opposition forces which were between him and the world. Then only he gets easily what he desires. All his wishes will be fulfilled, since under this state, separateness from being is dissolved. Subject and object become the same, condition for fulfillment of desires. At this stage, his consciousness and universal consciousness become one. Both are merged into each other. They are in union. This makes all the wishes to be fulfilled. Under these conditions, his and the omnipresent wish will be the same. Basically, prayer takes the deserving one to the highest platform of discontinuity of existence instantaneously, where divine energy gets infused in him. He is then able to neutralize the negative energy of ignorance around him. His intuition develops automatically. He gets the direction, knowledge, and ways to accomplish what he desires. Prayer, the void. In fact, prayer is a very strong tool. It cannot be manipulated. It is the means to enter from conscious to unconscious or consciousless world, from manifested to unmanifested, pure omnipotent world from where everything is sprouted. It is the origin, it is the unmanifested divine universe. If one reaches the origin, then there is nothing more needed. Most of the material desires of a common man are fulfilled by ritualistic mode of prayers and through spoken words of prayers from the heart to the unmanifested being. Only deep-rooted desires need mergence with the being for their accomplishment. All these happen by the wish of Almighty. While praying, there stands nothing between prayer, being, and payee or devotee. So, the prayer has to be fulfilled. It is the state of discontinuity in the realm of continuity of existence. It is the void. Everything emerges from void. Void is the source. Under this, one becomes part of the fulfilling authority. Then, there is no reason why his prayers are not fulfilled. It is a mysterious approach in life for the fulfillment of all desires in existence. Prayer, the gratitude to being. Prayer is not always for fulfilling demands and requirements of the manifested world or the desire for unmanifested divine world. The highest level of prayer to omnipotent force is to express one's gratitude for all that what he or God has given to him without his demands. He knows what human beings need. He's very vigilant. He showers what all is prerequisite for a human being. Conclusions. Basically, prayer to the being should be to thank him. He is the knower of all that is not known to his creatures. The best way to show our gratitude is to be beyond time and space, in discontinuities, to manifest our consciousness to be with the divine light and transmit that light to the self for prosperity and well being. In fact, prayer is the mode to express humbleness from the depth of the heart. It is the means of success to get divine blessings at the stage when one becomes effortless after exhausting all his full efforts. Prayer is the mode to tap divine light and divine energy. This is the unknown, mysterious mystery of life in existence. This makes the journey to the abode of silence with blessings of the unknown